got on a Paragon sports bra.
I'm at a gourmet restaurant.
65 laps around said track. Who's gonna say no to going to Germany? Here's a little close-up. My nail girl just had a baby. Girl, I've never ran that fast in my life. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. My name is Erica. It's so good to have you. And if you are not new, welcome back. And welcome to yet another marathon prep series. I just woke up. I'm about to make breakfast. And then I'm going to head to an indoor track where I will be running 65 laps around said track. Okay, stick with me. This is not the ideal season to be training for a marathon here in Vegas when it's over 100 degrees every day and it's like 90 degrees at 6 a.m. Okay, it's just not feasible to be running outside consistently without wanting to die. So I posted a TikTok video yesterday and asked for tips and tricks for summer running in very hot places, and somebody from Vegas said you should go to this indoor gym and run on the indoor track. And I was like, that sounds infinitely better than running outside in this weather and infinitely better than running on a treadmill. So that's the game plan today. I'm super excited to bring you guys along for just an intro to this next marathon prep. I'm gonna give you guys all the tea later on in the video on why I'm running one now, what race it is, my training plan, all that jazz. But for right now, let's get to breakfast and let's head to this track. Alright, quick outfit check. I've got on a Paragon sports bra and then Lululemon Fast and Free shorts. I've honestly been loving the Shake It Out shorts more, but I haven't worn these in a while, so I figured I'd pull them out. I love this color in the summer. Garmin Forerunner 255S, and then I'm gonna wear my Asics Gel Nimbuses. I quite literally have no idea what to expect. I've never been to this gym before. All I know is they have an indoor track. One of my friends has gone there. She said it's pretty nice. I don't know how busy it's gonna be. I don't know what the locker situation is. Does that give me slight anxiety? Sure, but we're gonna ride it out because I gotta get this 13-kilometer run done. It's my first official long run of this marathon prep. So let's freaking go. 5K. And we are halfway, 4 miles done. 8K, 10K, baby. We're at about 11.5K, almost done. And that concludes my 13K run. All right, we are back from my 8-mile/11-kilometer run. Overall thoughts, if you can't tell, I'm extremely sweaty. I mean, it was definitely cooler inside than it would be outside because there's air conditioning and less direct sun, but it was still kind of hot in there. I think part of you guys probably saw part of the path was like full window, so you're running through like the sun anyways. But other than that, it was pretty good, minus the fact that my watch did not pick up on the distance. So at first, it was tracking it in miles, which is weird. I normally track in kilometers. And then at first it was telling me that I was running like a 12-minute mile, which is pretty slow for me, not slow for other people, but just for me specifically. And then it was like all of a sudden I was running a 6-minute mile. I'm like, girl, I've never ran that fast in my life. So I basically just went off of time and I kind of estimated like a 10-minute mile. I think I was running a little bit faster than that, but that's what I estimated. So I ran for 1 hour and 20 minutes, which equates to 8 miles. Is that right? Yeah, 8 miles. So that's what I did and feel pretty good. I will definitely be going back. It's just easier not having to wake up at like 4 a.m. to go run outside, and then with that even it's still like already hot out. So I think I'll probably get a membership there. It's like $15 a month for the indoor track, and they have a pool in there too, which is kind of cool. So anyways, my body is full of sweat and I probably look disgusting. So I'm gonna go shower and then make a smoothie and start a little bit of editing today, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I look a little bit more presentable. Not the garbage truck pulling up as soon as I'm about to film an update, but it's okay. We're just gonna pray that they're not too loud. I got myself ready for the day and had a smoothie and have just been doing some work, but I wanted to give you guys the tea on why I'm back in marathon prep so soon, what marathon I'm running, how I'm feeling, all the things. So long story short, Runna, the company that I work with and that I use as my training app for all of my runs, my races that I've done in the past, they're fabulous, by the way. They reached out to me a couple weeks ago. No, actually like last week, what am I saying? They reached out to me last week and they said, hey, we would love to have you come and join us to run the Berlin World Major Marathon in September. And first things first, a world major is crazy. Like, I am not fast enough to qualify for most of them. Like, I'm a pretty average runner, by no means like Boston qualifying time at all. So that in itself was like, you want me to run this? Like, girl, I'm just a girl. Like, I'm just an average runner. I was so honored, and who's gonna say no to going to Germany? So I'm very excited. I said yes, obviously, and I'm back in marathon prep because this race is now 15 weeks away, I want to say. So I had to hop back into it. Marathon training is no joke. You definitely want to give yourself ample time to prepare and get your body acclimated. I will say I still have been running over this kind of off season. I've been running twice a week, about 10K twice a week, so 20 kilometers a week, which isn't crazy. It's definitely not nearly what my volume was during my full marathon preps this past spring. So anyways, your girl is back in marathon prep, and the one thing that I think I'm the most nervous about is training through the summer, and especially here in Vegas because it's so hot. It's literally 85-90 degrees outside at 6 a.m. It's rough, okay? So I'm not used to training with this high of mileage in the peak summer heat. So with that being said, it's going to be something I'm excited to document and interested to see how my body feels and acclimates to. I did post a TikTok a couple days ago and I asked for tips and tricks for anyone that's trained in the summer heat for a marathon, and a lot of people gave me great advice. And one person in particular said to try and run on an indoor track, and I googled it and there is one kind of close to my house, which is where I went this morning, which you guys saw. And I think that's going to be really helpful for training in the summer, because some days, sure, I'm gonna want to wake up at 4 a.m. and run outside, but other times it's just maybe not gonna work with my schedule, or the heat might be too much that I physically just like don't want to put my body through that. So I think the indoor track is going to be a go-to for me, which we'll see how it goes. Today I ran 13 kilometers or 8 miles, and it wasn't actually that boring. I thought it would be more boring than it was, so that was good to know and just get a feel for. So that's my game plan for training. I'm going to be, like I said, following a run-up plan. It's a 15-16 week plan, I believe, and I'm going to be running 2 times per week, plus probably doing 1 high rocks session, which involves some running as well. So I have a long run and then a tempo or interval run, and then I'll be doing like my high rocks session as well. So that's what my training is going to be looking like. Everyone's training is different, and I also have some travel coming up this summer that I'm going to have to, you know, finesse my training around as well. So I'll bring you guys along on that. No training plan is going to go perfectly. Last time I did my marathon prep, I also had a couple vacations mixed in there too, so I made it work and I did both my marathons, so it all worked out fine. And to anyone that's maybe wondering, do I have a time goal for this race? I don't really have a time goal. I'm really just, I personally haven't had a ton of time goals for my marathon specifically. I really just want to go out and enjoy myself. This is the first year I've ever ran marathons, like a full marathon in my life. I've run 2 so far. This is my 3rd, which is crazy to even think about. But for my first year of running marathons, I think I just want to go and enjoy it and get a feel for like what is my average time and what could I try and improve on in future. And also doing a ton of speed work in the summer in the heat. I know that we could take that as an excuse, it probably is, but just doesn't sound the most ideal to me if I'm being honest. So with that being said, no time goal. I'm really just going to enjoy myself, enjoy the Berlin Marathon energy as it being a world major. I'm sure it's going to be crazy with the crowds. I've had quite a few people comment on my TikToks or even on my YouTube shorts and say that they're from Berlin or that they've ran Berlin before, and that it's always an amazing time. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm just going to continue to document for you guys throughout this process, be honest, share the chronicles, share the reality, talk about what I'm eating. I will say, in the summer, typically because it's so hot here, my appetite is oftentimes lower than it would be in the fall and winter. Heat just does that to me. So I'm really interested to see how I feel throughout this marathon prep. Obviously, I'm going to be really diligent about getting food in and fueling on my longer runs. But just in general, I kind of want to see how's my appetite now in the summer running and training for a marathon versus when I did it in the fall and winter and into the spring. So that'll be exciting. That's the main update, the main surprise, the tea for you guys. The rest of the day today is going to be pretty jam-packed. I have a nail appointment in like 2 hours. I'm going to make some lunch shortly here and then head to my nail appointment after I get some more work done. I will come back tonight, again, probably do a little bit more work. I was going to go grocery shopping, but I think I'm going to go tomorrow. And tonight I'm hanging out with one of my friends. We're gonna make barbecue chicken and like tzatziki bowls. And then we're going to the movies tonight to see Materialists with Dakota Johnson. She's like my woman crush. I love her so much and I'm so excited to see that movie. So yeah, little movie night, cannot wait. It's the perfect thing to do here when it gets hot out, is go inside and sit in an air-conditioned movie theater. So anyways, that is the update. Let's get on with this vlog and stay tuned for more marathon updates. Okay, I feel like if you've been on healthy TikTok at all in the last like 6 months, you've probably seen the viral beef cottage cheese sweet potato honey bowl. So I made my own little variation today. I added some lettuce. I think people add, yeah, people usually add the avocado. So I'm really excited to eat this. My friend made it for me the other day when I went to her house and I was like, I get the hype. So this is gonna be my high protein lunch. Then I'm gonna do a little bit more work and then head to get my nails done. I just made myself a matcha. I'm gonna bring this with me to get my nails done. I'm going to a new nail girl because my nail girl just had a baby and so she's taking some time off, much needed time off. So anyway, she just referred me to someone else. So we're going to get my nails did. I haven't had them done in probably like 3.5 weeks. I still have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully she'll be able to help me, but I'm thinking maybe like a lilac or a pale blue pastel-y chrome situation. So we'll see. But I'm gonna take this matcha with me and go get my nails did. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be a good depiction of what my nails look like, but here's a little close-up of what they look like. I got them kind of like a purpley lavender with some chrome. Okay, I just got back. It's 4:40, but I need a little something to munch on. I'm going over to my friend's house for dinner tonight and then to the movies, and she's gonna make us like chicken, oh my god, chicken tzatziki bowls. And that's gonna be in the next like hour and a half. So I don't wanna have a huge snack, but I'm just gonna make something small to tide me over until dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog while I'm at her house. Maybe I might throw a clip in of like what we have for dinner, but just know we're gonna have chicken tzatziki bowls for dinner and then go to the movies. So I'm really excited, but let me show you what I'm gonna make for a snack. I think I'm just gonna do some fruit and like yogurt or cottage cheese of some sort, because I think that's what I have as like a snack food that's like more whole food focused. That's something that I've been really trying to prioritize. Wow, I can't talk today. Is focusing on whole foods. If you guys watched my videos a couple months ago, I tried the animal-based approach and I did really like it, and I found that it did make me feel good, made me feel energized and like lighter almost in a way, just fueling your body with like cleaner energy, if that makes sense. So I have adopted a lot of like the things that I learned through that journey into my diet now, but I do incorporate other foods that aren't animal-based at this point. So yeah, it's just kind of what I'm doing. And I also find I crave more fruits and vegetables during the summer and just like cooler foods, if that makes sense, like salads, Greek yogurt bowls, that kind of thing. I don't know if anyone else is the same way. It's just so dang hot outside that the last thing I want to do is eat like a bowl of chili or pasta. You know what I mean? Anyways, snack time. Let's get to making whatever I come up with. Okay, so just a little bit of cottage cheese in the bottom. I'm gonna add like a tiny splash of protein just for flavor. Just mix that up. Then some honey. I'm a big honey girl, if you can't tell. Some apricots. I love these. And some raspberries also. All right, and that is what we're gonna do for our afternoon pick-me-up for dinner. All right, here's my little dinner that I got cooked. I feel like I'm at a gourmet restaurant.
No, you don't.
I love it.